This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not helping bad girls set up their websites, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Are you a small business owner in Seattle who was impacted by COVID-19? The Seattle Office of Economic Development is investing $8 million to connect small businesses to operating capital. The Small Business Capital Access Program will lower the cost of Washington State Small Business Flex Fund loans by paying down 25% of the loan principal. Eligible small businesses can borrow up to $150,000 with a 4% interest rate to cover expenses like payroll, rent, utilities, and supplies.
On Rainier Avenue Radio from 5 to midnight for Sunday evening jazz from the cabinets from Big Pop.
That's right. It's time once again for jazz from the cabinets.
Oh, yes, there's going to be
Sergio Lacour's Love Line.
It's Sergio's Love Lines with Sergio Lacour. Go to the phone line. Tell her who we talking to.
Sage Prince and Just My Opinion.
This is Sage, and that's just about going to do it for the first half of Just My Opinion.
K-Fox Night Beat with Nasty Ness Rodriguez.
It's the beat of the Fox. K-Fox Night Beat, Nasty Ness.
You know what? You're going to listen from 5 to midnight. Just turn it on and don't stop. DJ Alibaba. The Underground Surround Sound Star Time with Paul Pearson.
Thanks for tuning in. My name is Paul Pearson.
Sunday evening
This is
sound
Star
sessions on Rainier Avenue Radio. Trust me, you'll be listening the entire time from 5 to midnight. Sunday evening, your sound session on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Women are not an homogenous group.
We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
My name is Keith. I'm a barber from Tacoma, Washington. When the pandemic hit, it did affect me as a business owner. I had my own personal reasons why I didn't get vaccinated. But I was talking to a doctor and he was telling me more about what it could do to protect us and our family. I wanted to get back to that once was, right? I do feel safe knowing that I am vaccinated. I just hope what I'm saying is reaching into people's heads to know that this is the best decision for all of us. To learn more, please visit hereforuswa.org.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.org.
And at the end of the Hey, everybody. Welcome. Am I live?
Hey, sis.
Hey. I'll call you later. Okay, bye-bye.
What? Ghetto. Just ghetto.
Right. Only on Bawsule Outlet. Only on Bawsule Outlet. Girl, when you a boss, you got to make boss moves and boss decisions, girl.
Right.
It don't stop at all. Well, anyway, we got Ebony joining. What happened to Ebony?
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, Queen. How are you?
Good. Welcome to Bawsule Outlet, and thank you for joining our station here at Rainier Avenue.
Thank you for having me tonight. I'm excited to be here with you, Queens.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, sis.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go, sounding robotic again, Tiff. What, you don't have an earpiece in or something?
No, y'all said that last time. Hold on.
Yes.
Is it still doing it?
Yes. Hey, Alexis. Good evening. She said, good evening, Queens.
Hey, hello. You did it again? I still sound robotic?
Yeah, you do. I think you got to put that earpiece in thing.
What earpiece?
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? I don't even know at this point, but we're going to keep it pushing. So,
just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's probably she's just speaking through her microphone is coming through her desktop or her laptop. So that's going to make the difference in the quality of her sound.
So she could put her headphones in and it may help, but it's good desktop.
Okay, is that better?
Oh, that sounds a lot better. Yes. Like, so anyway, welcome, and welcome Tiffany, welcome Ebony. And so today's topic is really a touchy subject, you know, for most, but it's why are men or women faithful? Why? I don't want to exclude us as women and make it seem like it's about men, because it's both sexes that can be unfaithful. So, and I want to talk about the why is that. So, Ebony, you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, I would say for one reason is lack. People are unfaithful because of lack. Lack of self-esteem, or it's lack of something that they're not being fulfilled with. Is a lack somewhere in the relationship. It can be me, or it can be something going on in a relationship that we're lacking and cause us not to value the relationship anymore, and cause someone to go and step out of the relationship and thinking that they're going to be able to get that from somebody else. And sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you meet somebody else and you live happily ever after, but it's still gonna be some lack in that relationship too. So I think that's why men and women become unfaithful, because of lack. But I would also say somebody who cheats on somebody is something that they lack in themselves. Me personally, I would leave the person alone. If
So
I'm not
you
happy
give them
there,
another chance. You wouldn't try to go to therapy, you know what I'm saying? Go to church and try to do all these measurements to get your marriage back on track or your relationship.
I mean, yeah, we'll first start with prayer first and start with each other, just being honest and surrendering and knowing what it really means to commit. I don't commit because I'm his wife and he my husband. We commit out of love.
Amen.
We do that because we love each other. So before we even get to the church or either get to no counseling, if we're not dealing with what we got going on, ain't no need to go through counseling. For
Somebody
what?
said, nope. Who told us what a relationship? White people control the population.
That's built by Bobby.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how to respond to that. Because
any thoughts, Ebony?
I mean, I guess what one would say, you know, who told us what a relationship is, because being westernized coming over here, like a lot of what we pick up now is not our culture, our original culture and our original way of being. Because even as if we were an American woman and we were going to marry an African man, we would have to understand that there may be another wife, because it's part of culture. And you would have to, when you get married over there, their family become your family. So you have to take care of their family.
Marrying the family.
So it's the culture difference. But yeah, I believe that's what he was saying.
He says we are solar people.
We are.
No, who?
So
I don't know what you mean by solar. But yeah.
I think everyone, you know, of course, has their own, you know, of course, opinion on the whole why step out, you know. For instance, I'll share mine. So for instance, we'll talk about, so we'll go back years. We'll talk about the father of my children, for instance. We were together 7 years, okay? 6 years out of the 7, he cheated. 6 out of 7. He had that one faithful year that he is just like, I love you. 1 year. And so I felt like for me, it was for me, I think for him too, it was just more, we've known each other since we were like 14, you know, we were just comfortable. I think we were just super comfortable. But what I started to do was I started to say, hey, I need this from you. I need this. I need this. I mean, between all the cheating and the just the infidelity and the lying, you know, and I stuck with it. And I said, you know what, for my family, this is what we're going to do. Not realizing that I'm, you know, fucking my kids up, you know, in the same breath, messing them up. Like, you're seeing this, you're seeing the fighting and the, you know, whatever. But I remember like breaking down and telling him, this is what I need. I need you to do this. And it was always, okay, I'm going to do it, you know? And that 7th year, I remember I went out. It was this club in Federal Way called Johnny's. This was 2008. And I remember I ran into an old friend, like someone I grew up with. And I remember I ran into an old friend. Now I saw that's who I was with. That's who I was with. We did that for even after I ended up finally leaving their dad. I mean, that was my go-to. Friends covered, of course, you know, we always get mad at, you know, the guy friends that cover, you know, your dude and stuff. Like, you know, that, you know, he cheating. All my girlfriends covered. My girlfriends would cover my ass. I mean, covered.
Well, what did that do to you psychologically though, Tiff, and mentally? You know, to invest all of these years with this person to find out they ain't doing nothing but cheating. So, because we put up an act, and when I say by act, we put on another face that we're going to allow our family members to see, our friends to see, because people start passing judgment, and you don't know who to open up to because they think you have this perfect life, because that's the life that you want them to see. But in all reality, you in the shower crying, you in the bed crying, like, and
you know what? Though that was none of that was ever hidden. Everybody knew how it was. With us, it wasn't a secret. Everyone knew. You know, this is someone. You know, this is years. You know, like I said, 14, graduating high school together, meeting your. But when I got with him, he had someone. So it's like, you know, what they say, you lose them, how you get them. Yeah, it was one of those. It was one of those situations. He had someone, and I'm like, oh shit! I done took him from, you know, I done took him from her. It was the same. It was the same thing. But once I was like, you know what? I would never cheat. I would never do. Once I literally, I don't know what it was, ran into that friend, and from that, it was me and him, and I mean. And we were, friends. When I tell you friends, really, even when he was dating this guy or what I was dating, we were friends. But everything that I was not getting, that attention, you know, that love, that let me take care of your body, I wasn't getting that at home. So, you know, that not saying that was an excuse, you know, but and I didn't leave, and I could have. I mean, eventually, yes, you know. But it was one of those things where I was just like, I really need you to work on this. I really need you to try to, you know, do this for the family. And I'm telling you, once I went out that night, that was it. That was it. That's where I was. When we would get in our fights, the same shit he was pulling on me, it's the same thing I would do. I would pick fights like he used to pick with me. And then run my ass to Federal Way and be with old boy. You know?
And so how long did that go on for until you finally just said, listen, it's enough. The kids can't see it no more. I can't deal with it anymore.
Till his ass called my house talking and their dad answered. This one had a house phone. And he called and he said, can I talk to Tiffany? And he was like, who is this? Don't worry about it. Just put Tiffany on the phone. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? This is 7 years, and you know, it's time to call it quits. And we did. And me and that guy went on for years. I mean, like I said, we still dated. It was never like exclusive. We still dated, you know. But at the end of the day, that was my friend. I know if I ran into him right now, I haven't seen him in forever, but we would probably pick up most likely where we left. You know what I mean? As far as friendship, he was a friend, you know, a family friend at that. So,
and you learned and you grew from it because you're not that person you was back then at all.
No, and I just, you know what I felt? I felt so hurt back then that I'm like, this is 7 years. So I was just like, fuck it. Let's just do what I want to do. And that's what I did. And I didn't have any remorse because I finally hurt his ass. And that felt good at that time to me because I was the one always getting hurt. So finally 7 years, it was like Tiffany would never cheat. and I finally heard his ass, and it felt good at that time. That was 2008 when I ended that. But you know what I mean? It felt good at the time. It felt good to see him hurt. Like, that fucked him up, because it was like, she would never. She, you know, takes care of my children, and she goes to work. You know, she does what she needs. Oh no, that fucked him up, and I loved it.
What do you think that could have? What do you think successfully that could have been done to prevent you cheating, him cheating, etc.? Do you feel like there's something that could have been done?
On my end, I should have just left. On his end, nothing, because he's still the same. He's 42 and he's still doing the same shit, literally. So nothing on his end has changed to this day. But on my end, yes, absolutely should have left. You know what I mean? Absolutely should have left. But I don't know. It was then it was fun. I was 20 something. I don't remember, 20, maybe 28 or something like that. Yeah. You know, so I was young, and it was just the attention and the, you know, oh, I'm about to go sneak over here, but I got a homegirl that's gonna cover, you know, for me. Yeah. You know, oh, Tiffany done fell asleep over here, knowing I'm down the street at old boy's house. You know what I mean? A whole mess, girl. It was a whole damn mess.
I personally think the same, whatever you did to get that person is the same thing you need to do to keep that person. Don't switch up. Don't wear different jerseys because we're veterans now in this marriage. I mean, we still need to do date night. You know, I still like to hear you love me. I mean, just because you've been saying it for 20-something years don't mean I don't want to hear it anymore.
Right.
You know, so certain things I feel like as a man, you know, he has to fulfill that woman. You know what I'm saying? Because we do a lot. Like, we are literally superwoman, from parenting, taking care of kids, to working a job,
everything.
And
we all have businesses. We're all business women.
That part. And what makes that man successful is the woman standing behind him. Because I'm sure Michelle had a lot to do with that. She was in the background helping him make decisions. Right. So behind every good man stands a good woman.
Before we continue really quick, we always have to always forget. I got to shout out Rainier Avenue Radio for opening this platform for us. Rainier Avenue Radio to catch Twitter, Twitch. Yes, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So Rainier Avenue Radio, once again, every Tuesday, 10 o'clock. We appreciate you guys having us on here and opening up this platform for us. Ebony, Diva. Yeah. Yes, boo.
When you say Ebony, I'm
both of you guys is Ebony, not Yoni, Diva. Even though you a diva too. What are your thoughts, sis?
Well, my thoughts is, you know, anytime the relationship is getting toxic, everybody has a choice. And I'm one of those people where I truly believe in be the energy that you want to attract.
Yeah.
Be the spouse that you want to have.
Right.
You know, be the business partner that you want to have.
Yes.
And speak that into existence, and don't allow any as far as on homegirls and girlfriends, or what a real friend is. You know, I would never say, you know, no shade, but I would never, if my girlfriend ever covered for me cheating on my husband, it's not cool. It's not cool at all. You never know what type of danger that can bring. And people are very emotionally unstable.
Yes.
But if I could talk to my girlfriend and say, hey, baby, that's a temple right there.
Yeah.
What you about to do, you're about to disrespect that temple. And you're going to pay for it. Even after, you know, you divorce your husband and you stop messing with old boy that you thought you liked because you didn't really like, because you was only with him because what you lack with your husband.
That's it.
And then when you get with him and then you realize, yeah, I don't really like you either.
Yeah, that part.
You know, it was cool. It was cool when we was doing the do. You like, you was a friend.
Yes.
I mean, of course he's going to do everything that he's supposed to do, because guess what we do as women? We give the blueprint.
Yeah.
We start running our mouth and saying he don't do this, and he don't do that, and I feel, and I need this and I need that, and he's soaking the game up, and he using every little bit. He's gonna be the perfect man until he your man, right? And then you ain't really rocking. I'm like, oh, you either. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even like how you breathe when you sleeping sometimes. Like, you realize
everything just irritating your spirit.
Yeah.
Like, you're not satisfied. And again, you know, we all have been through that. I've been through that, you know, but what I've learned now is, you know, to protect my energy. Even the way I respond to my husband, even the way I respond to a man trying to push up on me. I mean, yeah, we're beautiful, we're classy. You know, we are sought out because we are, like you said, superwoman. We are above average.
Yeah.
So people are men are impressed with us, and a lot of times they infatuated.
Yeah.
So, you know, before we go stepping out on relationships and even with the kids, because I got 3 kids. I got a 19-year-old, a 15-year-old, and an 8-year-old.
Wow.
At some point in my marriage, I had to realize that I have to watch the things that I say out of my mouth, because they are coming into
watching. They're watching.
Oh, absolutely.
And they
are watching.
And that behavior.
And I wouldn't want my daughter or my son to act out in that manner.
No.
If I learn from it, I learn from it. But moving forward, like if the energy don't match, it's a billion people in this world. A lot of us we wasn't supposed to be together forever. Now, how you handle it? Yeah, but when you get to the point, first of all, cheating is expensive. Okay? It's expensive. It's expensive money-wise, but it's more expensive through your energy.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Come on, sis.
If y'all don't put your energy on a budget right now, I'm telling you, you're going to be drained, stressed out, depressed. You're going to have 2 niggas and still be miserable.
What part of the game is that?
Like, you got 2 of them.
Shit.
Yes. And ain't no amount of money can buy happiness. No amount of money. I don't care.
So I really check myself first, because we got this thing in relationships called hurt feelings.
Yeah. And
I check me first, and then I analyze the situation before I respond. And my husband had said something to me last week. He was like, "You need to be more nice to me." And I said, "Well, what do you mean I'm nice to you?" But I learned that, you know, as a queen and as a Black woman, we could be sassy.
Yeah, we could be aggressive.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Girl, yes.
Savage. And for my husband to ask me to be nice for a week, that let me know I've got too comfortable with snapping.
That's it.
Backing with my mouth.
Yeah.
So, for the sake
my husband says, if I don't run my mouth, it means I don't care and I don't love him. That's what he say. So,
yeah, because when we start being nice,
running your mouth, I worry, because you're always telling me something that I need to hear, not necessarily I want to hear, but need to hear.
Right.
So yeah. So
it says, as a man, I only care about family goals.
Yeah, they only care.
I love it. Absolutely. This is built by Bobby. I love it.
They only care about family goals. It's important for, you know, for us to just really check ourselves, because at the end of the day, it's Black.
And
that's on both parties, you know, that's on both parties as well.
Yeah, because they start comparing things. I started looking at your relationship, and then I started looking at Ebony.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I started looking at Tiffany Boutique, and then I started looking at Ebony Shop, and then I started looking at your relationships, and comparison is the killer of all things.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Come on, sis.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going. I got to check myself. I check myself, and I put my armor on every day, and I live in my divine feminine energy. To let me know before I go and step out on this man, I'm gonna have a conversation.
Yeah.
If we ain't solution based, then I'm gonna be making a plan to exit, and I'm not gonna lie about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no, I'm telling you right up front.
Walk in your truth.
Mm-hmm.
Your truth.
Because I would hate for you to find out from another dude or from, you know, them friends that you thought was covering for you, but they the one sending pics. They the one leaking information. How is it that when you do, somehow it got leaked all the time? Because it was
that It says, wait, built by the babies is always watching. They always and feel like I know for me it was one of those where it's like, I'm going through this with their dad, you know what I'm saying? But this is their dad though. You know what I mean? This is daddy at the end of the day. but it's like, I want you to see that this is not how a man is supposed to treat you. This is not how you ain't supposed to be walking around this motherfucker crying and, boo-hooing and you can't eat. You done made yourself sick. You can't eat now. You can't sleep. Hair falling out, weight up and down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't be the example. I'm a big believer of holding myself accountable. If I don't want my kids to see that, or my daughter or my son, I shouldn't be cussing their father out. Or their father shouldn't be cussing me out. Or I shouldn't be walking around all beat down and tore up. I'm the daughter of the Most High God.
Amen.
So whatever, I chuckle at adversity. Like when the devil try to come, girl, I be laughing.
He come and he be trying to come and he be coming in threes sometimes.
Yeah, but they'll let you know your breakthrough is on the other side. This means God is running his fruit up. Like I need to see how you're gonna respond, and it's a choice. Because if I want my daughter to, attract or be a respectable, reasonable woman, I have to make sure that I'm doing that right in the home where I'm at, because I'm her first teacher.
Gotta put her in that position. You're her first role model that she looks up to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And my son.
We have to do that.
If I'm going off on their father, my sons are going to think it's okay for their girl to talk to them like that.
No.
That's not okay.
No, it's not, because I be the first one. I be on my way. I'm on my way, baby. I'm about to come and get this little bra because she talking to my baby crazy.
But we can raise our kids to say, hold on, we call out toxic and we cut you off. We can raise our young kings and queens to say, you know what, even for us, because as parents, we act toxic too. We need to be able to give our children opportunities to have boundaries and say, that's enough.
Yes.
I
love it.
Ebony, what is it that you do? We got
I do everything
left. You want to let people know what it is that you do?
You got 1 minute, sister. Break it down.
My name is Ebony Brinson Moss, aka Diva Mary Kay. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I own Divas by ENT, Divas by Radio, Divas by Beauty Bar. I'm also a co-owner with my 8-year-old daughter of Queens Royal Sips LLC.
Come on now.
Text me. Thank you.
Come on now.
We are expanding here in Texas. I'm also a senior beauty consultant with Mary Kay. So whatever you need from advertising, promotion, all the way down to skincare and pamper and lemonade, make sure you check me out. Google me, Diva Ebony B. Again, that's Diva Ebony B.
Google, baby. Yes, sis. I love it.
Love it. Tiff, CC. You want to go ahead?
CC the scientist. Ebony, I'll have to tell you about the whole CC thing. It's hilarious. And I'm owning up to this shit. I'm about to trademark it. Anyway, I am Tiffany, you guys. Finesse for You Boutique. I have my own clothing, women's clothing, accessories boutique, sizes small through 3X. That is Finesse, Finesse, the letter for the number U, or the number for the letter U boutique. So Finesse for You Boutique LLC.com. You guys definitely check me out. Yes, Ebony is rocking Finesse for You Boutique. Yes. But you guys definitely check me out. So much more coming, so much more in the works. You guys just always stay tuned. I'm always working on something. Okay, come on, Queen. Come on, Yonik.
Okay. Well, my name is Ebony, owner of Yonik and Royal V Spa.
Yes.
So I'm all about cleaning the womb using all natural herbs, and not any herbs, but African descended herbs, right? And not any soil that I'm using in my herbs, and not any water. So if anything's going on within your womb that needs to be detoxified or cleansed, I am the one to go to. I'm not a rookie, I'm a veteran, and I've been bred.
Listen,
and vetted into this.
Listen, I love Ebony. I love both of you. When I tell you, come on, Yonik, crazy. I love Ebony. Ebony, this is how Ebony approaches business. I got clothing. We got Diva over here with the Mary Kay and doing her thing. Yonik, Ebony, what you do, Ebony? Here go Ebony. I want to clean your pussy. That's how she approach him, Diva. That's how she approach him. A whole mess. Anyway,
Tiffany understands. So I'm on all different type of tiers in my business, right? So I'm like a chameleon. I adapt to the environment and the atmosphere. So with Tiffany, we got a whole nother relationship. I gotta use pussy with her. With Ebony, I'd be like, girl, it's your yoni, it's your vagina. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on different tiers with you guys. Like
right. I love you. Okay, you guys, we only got like 60 seconds left, sis.
Stay tuned for us next week, next Tuesday at 10 o'clock, Bawsule Outlet. We're keeping it unfiltered and we're talking real talk. Tagging.
We're gonna have Ebony. We'll have you back next week.
Sure.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Ebony back next week. Again, so every week we're gonna try to have a special guest, or every couple of weeks, but we're definitely gonna have Ebony back. We thank you guys so much for coming and joining us. Rainier Avenue Radio, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Thank you guys for opening up this platform. Absolutely amazing. We appreciate you guys. Come on, sis. What we saying?
Yes. See you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Love you, sis.